Now we're live.
All right.
Live? Hold on.
Live and delayed.
We on
It's going to take a minute for it to get there.
Live?
Yeah. Saying alive.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Coffee and Bullshit. I think it's number 12 or number 13. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Private Pumpkin Eater, our brand new pumpkin that we just made. It's not showing up on the camera anywhere.
Because there's a delay.
So get a bag of that. We just roasted. Limited edition.
All right, so today we have Mary.
Hello.
Everybody say hi to Mary. You've probably seen her on blasting her out the last day or so.
Yes, I have been.
And Mary's professional social media coordinator, so if this podcast is not great, it's Mary's fault.
True.
She's responsible for this today, so
That's not fair.
that's why we brought her in. It's all this, so comment what you think about her podcast today. Blame her for any mistakes or errors.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I am...
It's like a job interview.
I know, this is intense. 31, single, not married.
I didn't know we're doing a dating app here.
Right?
You like long walks on the
Social.
beach? And
Yes.
Nice.
I've lived in Batavia for too long, I was telling these guys, since I was 4. So, yeah, I'm a local.
Yeah, you're a local.
Do you want to give out your phone number or your Instagram or your email?
Actually, yeah, it's MaryBear616. No, not giving out my number though.
Send a face picture and your last 2 years of tax returns
Right?
for consideration.
How long have we known each
Picture of
other?
your dog.
Since
Delnor, which
which
was years ago.
2011, 12.
I want to say it was 12 because or maybe beginning of 11 because I graduated in 2011
Yeah.
from Western, and then yeah, it must have been around then.
Yeah. You
That was a rough job.
see the guys from the security.
Yes.
Fun times. Real fun.
Yeah, lots of
Always getting in trouble by being up at the desk
Yep.
talking.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, come on. How much security does the hospital really...
Hey, I got yelled at a lot by
Well, so did
patrons.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Like, they would be, like, yelling at me for getting lost, like, because I wasn't giving out good enough directions, apparently. So,
Yeah.
just stuff like that.
So you could drink on the job. Which is awesome.
I mean, you probably could, yeah, right?
Or you need a life-saving MRI? Go downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, your sister's in the Army, right?
She actually is in the process of retiring right now. So what do you call that?
Retiring? Or she's PCSing?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
so
getting out.
yeah, she's getting out. So she's a captain. She's getting out, and her fiance is a captain in the Army as well. So she's gonna be moving to North Carolina. They're getting married next month.
So he's staying in,
Mm-hmm.
and she's getting out.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to start a family, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
Then you have a brother that's in the academy or something?
Well, I have 2 brothers. My little brother is doing Army ROTC at ISU right now. And then my older brother, he's actually retired Navy lieutenant. And his wife is still in the Navy. She's a lieutenant. And they live down in Tennessee.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank God there's a Navy in Tennessee.
That's what I was
the
thinking.
water.
I think of
I know,
Navy.
right? Yeah.
The first one I think is
In the middle of
Tennessee.
nowhere.
You sure it's not Coast Guard? There might be a river to patrol.
What do you do in the Navy? And
Yeah, there's probably some small base over there. Or something.
There's a base.
Yeah.
It's like the HR.
it's a good place for the Navy, though. 'Cause
Their HR.
She's in HR, yeah.
She's in headquarters.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, obviously you didn't go into the military.
I know. It's like, why didn't you go married? No. No, not for me. I've been asked that for so long. It's just too much of a girly girl, I guess. I don't like getting yelled at.
no wonder you're not married.
Right, yeah.
Makes a lot of sense why you're not married. That's why she's not in a relationship, so.
No.
Then.
If you're not ready to fight, you can't be in a relationship. I mean,
That's true.
So, let's see. What have you done since after Delnor?
Oh boy.
I know
You're gonna make me think here.
You were waitressing at a couple places. I've never seen
no,
you.
I waitressed once and
Really?
sucked, yeah. at Sergio's
Yeah.
Cantina,
Yeah.
which is a great restaurant. I love that place, but it was not fun to work. Me and my sister were working there at the same time, always fighting. And
I can't imagine working. Well, I've worked plenty of jobs with my brother in a family business, but
yeah, it
if
was.
I could get away from him, I would never work with family again. I've done that
No.
too much. That's too hard.
I was like, "You got change, sis?" She's like, "No, get your own."
And let's see, now you're working for a media company.
Yeah, so I work
So-
for a fundraising marketing firm called Douglas Shaw and Associates out in Naperville. And our clients are nonprofits, so I do all their social media, Facebook, Google Ads, all that type of stuff. So
Oh.
if you're looking for someone to, help promote, let me know.
Will you work for coffee?
I would, actually.
That's basically our budget. is
Actually,
coffee.
I would work for coffee.
Yeah,
We'll work for
we're
coffee.
still pretty small, so we can't
Yeah.
offer you hundreds and thousands like Shaw,
Oh, yeah, right.
whatever media could do for you. I mean, or-
Yeah, I also do social media for a local event coordinating decorator,
Okay.
Linda Voren. Her company is called Garland and Lace, and her showroom and everything is at Abbey Farms.
oh, okay, and Abbey
Marmion,
Farms.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's over there. Obviously, with COVID, like a lot of people's weddings have kind of fell along the wayside, and
How many can you have in Illinois? People, 50-wise?
I want to say it's 50, yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's 50 because my sister's getting married next month, so, or 2 months, November, so.
But not here in
You're happy
Illinois.
that she
Or,
only 50 people. You're like, was that all the friends you had? So you had a small wedding?
No, she was
Did I call that against you? Like,
no, she was actually supposed to have a big wedding, obviously this year, and then it's gonna be next year. She's still gonna have the big one, but then her and her fiance Rich actually won a micro wedding.
really?
Yeah, all the food's
All-
microwave.
yeah,
They microwave popcorn, some microwave
fantastic.
appetizers.
Cheese sticks,
yeah.
pizza poppers, whatever. It's like great.
But yeah,
Microwave
it's like it's nice. It's like it was some contest like how has COVID affected your life, and they weren't allowed to leave because they're both in the military. They couldn't leave, like, so they couldn't see each other and just
Oh, didn't think about that.
yeah. So it was tough.
Oh, so
for
wait,
them.
so she is based out of somewhere else.
She was in D.C. She was working at Walter Reed.
Walter Reed?
Yeah, so she just had her last day last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service. If you're watching this,
Yeah.
your sister really doesn't know. I mean, and so let's see. Big news. Anything in social media wise?
I mean, we're not really. Just the election coming up. We just got to be careful about what you're putting out there because Facebook pretty much flags down everything.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Anything you post now, like they're watching everything. Especially,
Yes.
especially if it's any bit conservative, it
Yes.
automatically gets canceled. And then someone I know was
Yes.
doing a podcast. They mentioned COVID in there. So not anything you say about
Oh,
COVID,
yeah.
unless it's like 100% fact checked and the doctor said this is like you'd be like COVID's making my life hell. Well, that's not doctor back, so we have to eliminate that.
Mm-hmm.
So
They'll shut it down.
it's crazy how much
COVID has made
censorship
my
is.
life pretty, and I don't know.
It's just weird that they're censoring all this. So I guess it's easier just to censor everything
That's what.
than to go through and have to pick each one out.
Well, right, because they're using
Mark
a computer,
Zuckerberg.
a computer to algorithms or whatever the hell they call that stuff, and pick it, and
Yeah.
you can't if you're too conservative or too right, or
Mm-hmm.
you get in trouble. Maybe if they go too left, you get in trouble. I have no idea.
So something awesome I just saw today. Edward Snowden was talking. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast. So finally,
I love Joe Rogan.
the law that says, remember this, that you can the FBI, CIA, the government, whatever time can just tap your phone without a warrant. So they challenged that. It got changed. So one judge said no, it's illegal. So it got overturned. So I went back now to state Supreme Court, and Supreme Court upheld it. Now there can be no more warrantless wiretaps on cell phones.
Good.
So finally, it got through like a real courts. Now they can stop that.
Good.
Yeah, which is awesome. Like I could not believe warrantless wiretaps.
Ugh, that's insane.
But
it's
you
always
know the NSA is still listening.
Well, yes,
They're
but
always
it's
listening.
it's always under the guise of it's for the country, for the good of the country.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right? And what's funny is it was part of the Patriot Act, right? And so part of the interesting point they brought up was by naming a Patriot Act, you look like you're an anti-American if you're against that, right? Although it's something that's completely anti-American, the act is completely anti-American in warrantless searches. If you stand up against it, you look like you're anti-American or you're not a patriot. So it's really dirty politics. So it's a great way to play it, right? It's like oh, this is the don't murder baby law, and we means we can warrantless search anything in your life. Oh, you stand up against that, or you think it's okay to kill babies? That's what they make it look like, which is horrendous that even got to a point where it passed.
Yeah.
But I think it passed by it was great marketing. Call it the Patriot Act. Who's
Exactly.
gonna complain about that? And you hide in there that you're stepping all over the Constitution and negating the Constitution.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me that kind of happens. So it's kind of the things you don't look at and don't see, they get passed through that. I think, part of it, it's a warrantless search. Anything that invades your privacy, I think, is horrendous.
I
Right.
agree.
But one good thing Facebook is trying to do now, and Instagram, is they're trying to encrypt all messaging and everything, so not even they can look at it.
Really?
Yeah. So right now, like
Wouldn't that be?
all your DMs, everything, all your direct messages on Facebook, everything, all they have to do is all the agreements do is like go on message and then like one switch and boom, you have them all.
Right.
But so now what Facebook is trying to say is, and they're trying to say now is past, is that everything's encrypted so we're not even Facebook can have access to it.
Interesting.
That's the next push.
So
That would
then,
be cool.
how would they censor anything?
They won't be able to.
Right.
But they're going to censor obviously you can
Videos,
post, but direct
posts.
messages you're sending and stuff. So that's always ends up being a double-edged sword, right?
Correct.
this
Because
is what
it could
hap-
be used against you.
right. But it's also what happened with the dark web, right?
Right.
Drug transactions, all the child slavery, all that stuff happened on the dark
Child
web.
pornography,
Right.
all that crap.
It all went through the dark web,
Right.
right? So now you're making it easy. Not everybody can access the dark web. Not everybody knows how to.
Right.
But now
Just
you're-
when my internet goes dark, that's what I think of the dark web.
But everybody knows how to access Facebook. So are you opening up? So does that open up more opportunity for criminal activity, or is it worth protecting everybody's privacy to let that happen?
That's a good question. That's a good thought.
Right. That's always the trade off.
Yeah.
But there's going to be some sort of backdoor.
There always is.
Yeah, there's going to be a backdoor to something.
Well,
no matter what, though.
If after November 5th we become socialists, then immediately
God, I pray not.
there's going to immediately be a black market. Socialism always creates a black market.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. Nobody has a lot of money is going to say I'll have the same as everybody else.
Right.
Everybody, if you can get something that you want by paying a little bit extra, just certainly go around it.
Yeah.
Right? If your family
So I shop
loves
at Target.
peaches and you can only
Walmart.
you can only get 2 peaches a week for your family, but you really love peaches, you're going to find the peach guy and be like, I'll give you a little extra. I'll give you
Right.
4 peaches this week. Right? Everybody's going to do it. It's part of what killed Russia. It's what they caused the bread lines in Russia.
Russia,
There was
Venezuela.
They showed there was plenty of food, but what's happening is it was getting sold on the black market before it was making it to the stores because you got a high dollar for it.
Correct.
I just
Get the best value for your bread, I guess.
Well, of course.
Get some bread for
If
bread.
you have a commodity that you can sell, who are you going to sell it to? The highest bidder always.
Right. A lot of those countries back then couldn't even get good coffee.
Right?
The coffee they were getting was crap. Or
Right.
Mihao, I think he said he didn't know what bananas were until, after a while, because they would never have bananas in Poland.
yeah.
When I was a kid, my mom worked at a restaurant, and one of the guys who worked there, he escaped, but his family was behind the Iron Curtain. So what we used to do is bring fruit and stuff in, and they'd put together a package and ship fruit and that kind of stuff over to them because they just couldn't get it there. So
I wonder how much of that would have got to them. Because, when they're checking out the
Right.
packages, they're probably like, hey, look,
Right.
oranges,
right,
apples.
if it got there, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like
Here's a grape that looks like a raisin now.
what do we see in Ethiopia when we were dumping all the rice? They're dropping all the rice, trying to feed them. Like they weren't even getting. They were getting 10% of it. The military was keeping it, they're feeding themselves with it, and then selling
Right,
it.
the drug
They were
lords or
selling it to
whatever
other
they are.
countries. Yeah, their government was taking it and selling it to other countries.
Yeah.
So, and then, let's see. Well, RBG, right?
RBG.
So Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah,
RBG.
Ruth, yes, RBG.
Oh.
Notorious. She passed away yesterday.
Yeah, I heard
so,
about that.
that's going to lead up a big shitstorm coming up before the election, if they're gonna
Yeah.
try to get somebody in
It's
there or
become a
not.
huge talking point
Yeah.
now. That's all you're going to hear about
Mm-hmm.
prior to the debates, right? Is that who they're going to put in that seat?
Right.
Because what Roe v. Wade went for the vote again, right? It stayed by, it was really close. So, and Ginsburg voted against it. So now who gets that seat? So now election's going to make some big changes, I think, in a lot of laws that are out there.
Well, let's say they do decide to pick one before the next presidential election. Are they going to pick a man, a woman, person of color? Who knows?
Who knows?
You know, I know.
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of pressure to get someone who's not white, someone who's not a male, right?
Correct. That's why I'm thinking it would be a
Those
female.
are all the evil things right now. So
So,
it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what changes and how the votes change.
Are you guys gonna vote in person or are you gonna vote in mail?
vote in person.
Me too.
Person.
Yeah. This whole COVID
Yeah.
vote
I'm
by
voting
mail.
twice. I'm
It's-
voting once by mail, and then when I get there, I'm going to tell them to ignore that vote. I'm going to vote in person.
It's not a bad
That's what the
idea.
presidency said, vote, and then when you get there, tell them to just call you and vote. And now you vote in person. I'm writing in a candidate.
For your district.
No.
Vote
For president.
Vote for Brian.
For president.
Vote for Brian for president.
No, I'd be a horrible president.
What?
I would follow no laws, no rules for me. My family would have everything, and then the rest of the nation would come second. just like any president.
Right.
No, I could never handle that job. I could never deal with the bullshit.
Yeah, there would be a lot of bullshit.
At some point, I just feel like, listen, this is enough bullshit. But you can't talk like that in Congress. Right? You have to be professional. You have to be reserved. You can't be like,
Well,
That's the
listen,
same with any job, really.
Well, if you look like Truman, I mean, Jesus, he had a mouth on him.
yeah, but you just want someone every once in a while to be like, listen, this is enough bullshit. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
You're a bunch of liars. You're stealing money. And I'd be like, well, looks like there's some appropriations within this bill that maybe we don't always. Just be like, you're a scumbag and you're trying to steal money, so we're not going to have that. So that's bullshit. No one ever gets arrested. I love watching all the congressional hearings. Oh, I got to go to a congressional hearing. So what? They sit there and talk. They embarrass you on TV a little bit. Then you walk out free. Nothing happens to you. There's no penalty ever, and you get reelected next year. That's what happens every time. Like, oh, I gotta go sit in front of Congress. So what? You do some hard questions. You take the fifth. Then there's no penalty ever.
yeah.
You could kill 100 million people and be like, so you kill. I take the fifth. Take the fifth. Oh, okay. All right, thanks for coming in. That's it. That's all that happens. Once you're in government, you can do whatever you want. There's no penalties.
Well, yeah, when a Congress or senator gets in trouble, I mean, do they really? How many have gone to prison? There's been a couple, I think.
Think of all the stuff that our Congress people and politicians have been accused of in the last 6 years. That anybody who's a normal citizen would be in jail for life.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Money moving around, going into pockets, blah 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 stuff that happens in politics since.
right. The funny thing is, the
Who
stuff
knows
we
when?
hear about sometimes is so bad. That what's going on that we don't ever get to hear about that gets buried. That's the real dirty shit. Like you think there's
Oh,
like dirty,
yeah.
you're like, oh, that's horrible. I can't believe a person did it.
Horrific stuff.
Right, but then you don't know the 10 layers below that what's really going on, right?
Ugh.
I sometimes feel like it's like, hey, look at this shiny thing over here, while we do some really bad shit
Mm-hmm.
over here that no one gets to know about, right?
All the child trafficking. Oh.
Oh yeah,
That's disgusting.
It's horrible. And then have you seen that show Cuties on?
No,
I keep hearing about it.
I keep hearing about it,
I got
but-
rid of Netflix a long time ago.
So
I
the
don't watch
so the
it.
funny thing is, so
It's disgusting.
like I saw it when I didn't know what it was about, right? I'm like, that's horrible. Like I just heard what the rhetoric was on the
Yeah.
But then I was reading like from the director's perspective. So she made the movie to show how horrible it was that girls like this were being sexualized at this age.
Oh, okay.
So most people now I see responding like, "This is horrible. How could Netflix sexualize?" Like they're not. They're trying to make a point. Like, it's like if you made a documentary about child trafficking, it would be like, you made a movie celebrating child trafficking. No, you're
Yeah.
trying to expose it to show. So that's supposedly. I haven't watched it. That's supposedly what the whole point
I
was
don't
to
know.
expose it. It's kind of like.
But it's taken in France, so the culture there is.
Oh, it's in France?
It's in France,
Oh,
Right, but it's
okay.
about a girl whose family's very conservative. She joins his troop, but she's like, so now look what happens to these girls. But
Yeah.
you know what? That whole beauty pageant shit with the kids is
Oh.
all about sexual. I saw like the
Yeah.
John Bonet stuff. I was like, it's disgusting that you're trying to make her look like a 30-year-old woman.
Right.
Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you sexualize a little girl? Like, dude, you saw the people in the Catch a Predator shows. Like, they're out of their minds.
God.
They have
I got a 6-pack and a condom here.
Right,
Oops, I'm caught.
they
I
have
don't
no-
none of this.
Forgot about that show.
They have no reality. They have no stop. They have no filter. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. They don't. Right.
No
So
conscience.
so I think when you do that to young kids like that, you're kind of saying to those fuckers, hey, they're ready.
Yeah.
Like, they're free game, right? Right? It's like,
Right.
they're ready. They're ready. They're at that age now. That's kind of like. So I have 2 daughters. I'm always very worried about that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do not sexualize them before them, because there's a whole bunch of predators in the world.
Right.
But it's not just the average person out there. It's not just a normal person. It's like, oh, there's fucking predators.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
And they'll steal right in front of you if they can get away with it. Take your kid and
Yeah, it's
Put
almost
them
like
in
most people are
trafficking.
are ignorant to the fact that there's predators in the world.
Oh yeah, I was at an apartment complex the other day and I saw some little girl just walking, like must have been like 4 years old, just walking around. I was like, she could get scooped up and you never see her again. Like where's her parents?
And it's crazy how fast it happens.
Yes, it like just scares me.
well, like when they take them at a store, right?
Yeah.
They take them in the bathroom, shave their hair, you know, like cut
Yeah.
their hair, give them different clothes, and now you know what looks like a girl is a boy now.
Right.
And you're like,
Right.
There was one 10 years ago, 15 years ago at Great America, where they grabbed this little boy. The parents, like, they were stand next to him, like, all of a sudden he's gone.
Oh.
So they started hunting for him. They locked down the park, thank God. And they found him. It was like between the time that he was gone and the time they found him, it was like 15 minutes. They found him in the bathroom, like unconscious, in the garbage can, where his hair had already been dyed. So from like in 15 minutes, like
Oh
that's
my
how
God.
yeah.
like it's that fast and they're that good at it. Like,
Oh.
so I can't imagine, you know. So I think people are naive when they send their kids like, oh, there's no predators in this jungle. Like, right, strap a stake on their neck and send them through the jungle. Like, there's a bunch of tigers out there that want to eat
Right.
them. Right, that's just what
Wake
it is.
up, people.
And I think that's why for pedophiles and like that, or those just get rid of them, do a public.
And then that
thing.
new law in California they passed with
Yeah, we're
the
20.
underage. You can have a 10-year-old and
dude.
a gay man that's 10, and then a 10-year-old kid.
I think it has to be 14 for
Oh,
some
is it
reason. They say
14?
14, but, still
you
14.
can consent at 14 now, right? Is that what it's saying?
I'm not sure on that law there in California. California's a little weird.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, I don't know why that show wasn't to execute a predator. As soon as they walk in the door, it's like, great, thanks for coming in back. Just shoot him right there, and that's done.
Right.
That'd been a great way to just.
That'd have been good on
Hold on.
pay-per-view. Could have made some money.
Now it's against the Constitution. I was preaching earlier, where everybody gets a right
Correct.
to a fair trial.
Correct. Everybody has right.
But basically, if you show up, you're guilty. I mean, if you walk in, you're guilty. I don't care what the circumstance. I don't care what.
Because you knew that when you were going there to meet a
They always do. They
Underage.
always do. They always do.
Yeah.
I thought she was 18. Really? Because
Really?
your text message says I'm only 13. You said that.
Yeah.
You like that.
yeah.
That's just bullet to
Is
the
that
head.
show still on?
I don't
No,
know,
it's
yeah.
been gone. It's
No.
been off the air for a while.
All the sexual predators are gone. There's no more. There's no more. There's no more pedophiles. They're becoming a protected class. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure San Francisco will make them a protected class before anybody else in the country.
Ugh.
And you
It's
can't harass them
disgusting.
for being pedophiles, and that's just okay. It's just one sexual orientation.
But I'd be too. I'd just rather just shoot them.
Please. Please.
Any questions out there for us in Facebook land or
Questions, topics,
Instagram?
anything. You can jump on Instagram so we can see if anybody's
Oh,
commenting
yeah.
on Instagram. If you would,
See.
please.
Or you can share us on your Facebook too. I know they can do
Okay.
that.
Because I'm watching Facebook, so I can't see the
Okay, it's
Instagram
on
stuff.
Instagram. Let's see.
sound off if you're on. Let us know you're out there watching. Who it is? So we get to know you.
Can you hear us? I don't know sign language very good. I'm just playing around. Don't send me a letter.
It's took care of.
I'm not really getting service in here, guys.
Oh, that's because you're in. We didn't give you the.
Wi-Fi password.
Wi-Fi password.
And you don't know it's on the desk back there,
Oh.
right?
I think I do. Where's your?
Let's see here.
It's an iPhone.
Yes.
So another
God.
good thing.
What? You don't like iPhones?
I hate iPhones. Okay,
Where do you have? You have Samsung.
we're a droid family here.
Right.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
We're not pretentious. Jeff thinks you're a trip.
Hey, Jeff.
Mention Jeff Foreman. They
Jeff
are.
Foreman.
Jeff
what's
Foreman's
up?
watching. There you go. You got to mention Jeff.
The Meme Man.
You know him?
Yeah, they're starting their own, him and some of our other friends, they're starting a meme, they have a meme company and they're going to make t-shirts.
It's awesome.
Awesome.
Jeff, I love your grill. We use it probably like twice a week. Cook chicken and hamburgers. The Foreman grill, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome. It works inside and grill inside.
Oh, that's it.
Love it.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
This is just...
So there's actually some good stuff happening in the world, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about all the world stuff. It's nice here if you're in Illinois.
Yeah, it's
been
beautiful.
cold. I think all the
It's nice fall weather.
I think the wildfires
Yeah, I
is
did
what's
it right
killing it
by
over the
memory.
last week. It could have brought the
Cool.
cold weather to us. Was the wildfires, all the smoke and smog from it. Meme Tree is,
Is that what happened?
Meme Tea is Jeff's company. Go check them out. Find
Oh,
them.
Meme Tea.
But yeah, so I have a bunch of clients who are on the West Coast that are surrounded by the fires in California and Washington, and they've been sending me pictures and videos. And it's crazy the difference. Like tell me, like, here's yesterday and here's today. Same time, like 2 PM. You can't even see the sun. It looks like someone holding a flashlight miles and miles away. It's about a spot about that big. It's so smoky you can't see it. Like it's hard to breathe here. It's miserable. And all I don't know if you remember, probably 5-6 years ago, Canadian had the big wildfires.
Yeah.
And you could
I
smell
do
it down
remember
here.
that. Yeah,
So-
you could see it.
So now imagine they're right in the middle, surrounded by it. It was so smoky, like you couldn't see from here to the door.
Wow.
Just all day long, having to live and breathe that shit. I mean, you know,
It makes me feel bad for complaining about all the construction in front of my house this summer. Because,
Right.
because they have, in Batavia,
Yeah.
they've been tearing it up for the sewers. And dust everywhere, just dust in my apartment. It's been a
Yep.
nightmare. There's a porta potty right in my front yard.
That's awesome.
So you've been using that quite a bit then?
Yeah,
You know,
it's nice. So.
Save a little bit on flushing.
Just
Yeah.
put the toilet paper,
Yeah.
free toilet paper.
Right.
It's always high quality too.
You know.
It's a beautiful sight.
You got a friend that gets sick here, go down to that bathroom over there.
Yeah, right.
Just,
It's good
just
for
hang out.
parties. There's another bathroom right there.
True.
Yeah, if you want to hide from the cops, you just jump right in there.
Right, yeah.
Now you're part of the Blue Man Group.
It's funny thing about, like you mentioned about the construction, but these people are living in amongst fires. and
Right,
smoke,
I know. It
can't
really,
breathe, like
puts things in perspective.
yeah, especially like if you had young kids, like you wouldn't want them in that shit. So it's like trying to breathe that every day.
Yeah.
That's what sucks for most people is like when they get trapped by those disasters. It's like you're trapped with your kids. Like as you're an adult, like, you can get through pretty much everything, but your kids have to deal with that shit every day. It's like you can't always afford just to pick up and move and
No.
uproot your whole life. It's like I feel like, oh, why do
But
people
think
deal
what
with
you
the
can teach
hurricanes?
them. Here's how to roast a marshmallow while there's a fire outside and make s'mores.
And die. This is how you die near a forest fire. Right, you go near a fire that's like 4,000 degrees and roast a marshmallow. How they die? That this huge 150-year-old oak tree fell on them trying to roast a marshmallow next to a forest fire.
Come on, you can't tell me that nobody's tried that. Like some of those firemen, like, hey, maybe I can roast this marshmallow. Just amazing. Probably somebody's tried it.
It's crazy. Those guys, the smoke jumpers, who go jump in the middle of that.
Oh, that's
shit.
What do they do?
God bless them.
They fucking jump out of helicopters and go and get in the middle of the
Helicopters,
fires.
planes,
Just-
yeah.
They're trying to cut off the fire from spreading more. So
So they go in places where there's no.
yeah, sometimes they go burn ahead.
Yeah.
They start burning ahead. They cut down trees so they can't jump across. I think so. They get rid of prairie grasses, trying to cut off the fire from spreading.
Yeah.
Those guys, that's like one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. A bunch of heroes, but like I couldn't believe. So I saw one where they're showing. The guy was showing. He had a camera. They showed how fast it spread. Like you don't realize how fast.
Yeah.
Like we think of fires, like you've seen a fire, like it kind of moves a little bit slower. Everybody stands up. If a fire happens here, everybody goes outside to watch it. Right?
Yeah.
Neighbor's house is burning, like, oh, it's bad. For
yeah.
Look at the fire. Like
Staring at
what, you're excited about the fire trucks coming. Let's see him put it out. So like the guy was standing there though, and he's like, they were going in early trying to knock down trees and get rid of grasses that were there. And the fire, you could see, like, he's like, so the fire's probably a mile away right now. I swear to God, 10 seconds later, he's like, shit. And he starts running. The fire just all of a sudden came through like a tidal wave and surrounded him. And they were running, and he couldn't outrun the fire. It was traveling so fast. I never knew that could happen. Like they could travel.
Well, yeah,
that
because
fast.
of the winds also help pushing the fire.
Right. Think,
You know,
but
Santa
honestly,
Ana
fires,
winds and all those
that's
other
like
ones.
fire moves slow unless you got some gas on the ground, but they'll just right through the
Yeah.
thing. Like it was crazy. And then
To
you're
me,
trapped.
that's more scary than like a flood. Even like fire is way scarier than water.
I'd rather drown than be burned alive. Yes.
Yeah. You wouldn't?
Drowning sucks, but like I'd rather be.
Yeah, probably drowning instead of fire, because fire you get curled up and you try
Burns,
to.
man.
There's pain.
Yeah.
Burns are very painful. Very. Oof.
Yes. I hate that. Like burns suck. Every time you grab something hot, you don't think it's
Yeah,
hot.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like, oh, fuck. You can feel it searing into your
Yes,
hands.
and then like blisters and stuff. Oh.
Oh yeah, like the
Yeah. I saw that today. That's from
What?
Greece from our
that's from Greece from our
Oh.
trip. Started like a month
A
ago.
month ago, yeah.
It's been a month
Where'd
now.
you go?
Sturgis,
Where's that?
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Sturgis.
There's a big motorcycle ride there every year.
Oh, cool.
A bunch of people from all over the country come to hang
Okay.
out for a week and ride their bikes, ride their Harleys up there.
You guys went?
Mm-hmm.
Went there to go sell
Nice.
and hang out for a week.
11 days.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, that was more than a week.
Yeah, more than a
We were
week.
there for a long time. God,
Yeah, it felt like a long time.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was an amazing place. It's great.
Yeah, I've been taking a bunch of like mini trips. Well, not so much now that summer's over, but just like the Indiana Dunes we were at.
Nice.
Up in Michigan we went. Just trying to get away. It's so boring.
Get sick of
know.
being stuck in the house.
Yeah, like at least like we can explore America. We don't have to leave the country to have a good time.
Yeah, we were doing like Sunday just drive arounds when everything
Yeah,
was closed.
anything,
Back
yeah.
when, even though everything was closed,
Yeah.
like, let's just go take a drive around.
Right.
Just look at random stuff because it's so much better than sitting in the house.
At the beginning, that was ridiculous.
It was kind of nice in the beginning, a little bit.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. It was like
Right? You didn't have to drive to work.
true.
You had to stay home and go.
Well, I
Okay,
still
I'll have
I,
a Zoom
I'm
meeting, but I have this much of me done. The rest don't look.
Yeah, no, I'm still working from home, but like, yeah, I don't know.
The scary thing was like, am I going to have a job? What's going to happen?
Yeah, that was scary. I'm blessed to have my job right
Yep,
now,
me
man.
too. Like like it was like.
A lot of people getting laid off.
What sucks is like especially like it wasn't like, oh, my company's doing bad, oh, I'll get laid off. It's like, where am I going to get a job? Because every company's doing bad right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's never been, like, the economy's been bad, but even during bad economies, some companies still do well and there's still jobs available.
Right.
Right.
So you just got to move industry. This is
that's
like,
true.
Every
Yeah.
industry's screwed right now. There's
Ours
nothing.
is booming.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Well, social media's going nuts because everybody's moved to online. Look
Yeah.
at every company, Zoom, their stock, when it's almost doubled in the last 3 months.
Oh, I
It
bet.
exploded. They jumped 150 points in a day because like their second quarter earnings because they did so much better.
I like Zoom. They're my favorite.
Do a lot of meetings on Zoom.
Yeah, because we also have like GoToMeeting. That crap doesn't
No.
work.
I like Zoom's just easy.
Microsoft Teams. That's always failing.
Is it?
Yeah, for me. Yeah.
Although my kids' schools had a lot of trouble with Zoom,
Really?
and then the schools someone hacked the Zoom like this one of the class days. Just out there just saying all sorts of nasty shit in the middle of the class. And they're like, oh my god, we're so sorry, someone hacked the Zoom, and they were saying inappropriate things. I think it's important to all the parents. This is what was said. Like, it's a capital issue.
Oh my gosh.
And like some jerk just hacked it and jumped out with saying shit.
Somebody didn't have their security checked up.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it's digital, it can be hacked.
Oh,
It's probably exciting for the kids to have a little
A little
Right.
fun, like
fun,
this.
yeah. A little fun to their day.
I've said like in the morning, like when my kids are doing it, I don't have time to start class. I'm like, I couldn't do this.
No, not sit there in front
Oh.
of
I
the
would
screen.
get up and walk away. Like I'd be in trouble constantly. 'Cause I'm like not there. I'm like, can I just do it at my own pace and just learn offline, and I'll just take tests or something. Because like
Imagine kids with like ADHD trying to
both my
learn.
kids have it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gotta be hard.
Yeah. I want to tape my daughter to. I gotta like tape her to the table. Like I'm like, it's like what if I tape like
Sit down.
duct tape here around the back of the back of the computer? Because like I was sitting there and the teacher's like, it was the homework we worked on last night, right? It was math we worked on last night. I had like teacher all. So the funny thing is now because of this stupid Common Core, which is the dumbest thing I've ever encountered in my life. It's a whole new way to do
Common
math,
Core.
right? It's so stupid. So every time she has trouble, this is 5th grade math. I have to go, or 4th grade, I have to go through, relearn. I have to learn how Common Core is trying to teach them how to do it, to understand how to teach her how to do the homework.
Oh,
So it takes me longer to learn the Common Core than it does to actually do the work. Where I was like,
when you could do it normal.
I'm like, yeah. She's like, they were dividing numbers by tens. I'm like, oh, you just take a 0 off the end or move the decimal point. Common Core is like, you have to have these number blocks and these things. I'm like, this takes fucking 20 minutes to do 10 seconds of work. I'm like, so I had to go learn Common Core. I'm like, what are they talking about? I had no idea. But we worked it all. She finally got it at the end of the night. The very next day, she's like, all right, so here's we're doing this. And like she's going through and explaining again. My daughter's up. She's got a blanket. She's walking around the kitchen. I'm like, I'm listening. That's exactly the work you need. You need to pay attention because this is tonight's homework. That's exactly what you told me you didn't know last night that we worked on for a half hour.
Oh
Sit
my
down and pay attention. She's like, oh, okay. And she's just sitting there at the stair like this. I'm like, I can't get so next. I'm like, that would be exactly me. Like,
Oh yeah.
I couldn't like.
Yeah.
The reason I stayed in class is because I sat there and talked to the.
To your friends.
Right.
Yeah.
I sat there. It's
That's
like,
all it was.
I was like, all right, and I get yelled at like for talking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if anybody on those, like, because since high school kids are doing that, some college, I mean, can you imagine the camera comes on, the guy's sitting there with his butt cheeks going, hello, everybody.
Right, yeah.
That'd be pretty funny. If anybody does that, don't give me any credit.
Also, like, but you know, like, it's very hard for teachers to get out of the box and make it interesting or make it fun.
There are some teachers that probably do make it interesting and fun.
My kids
probably.
had a teacher last year that they loved, and
Yeah.
they thought he was awesome. Everybody in the school loves the teacher
Uh-huh.
because he really was like fun, taught everything fun. So I was like, and people loved him. So there's teachers every once in a while, but I think now it's tougher to be a teacher because you have 30 parents
Oh,
who know better than you do and who are offended by everything you tell their kid.
I could never do it.
Constantly offended about everything. Every kid's offended now about everything.
Mm-hmm.
But what was that thing down there in Tennessee saying? Had the parents, all the parents of that school district, whatever, sign a piece of paper saying you will not.
Oh yeah, you won't
Look,
watch your kids.
yeah,
you
won't
won't
watch
watch your
your-
kids while they're in Zoom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which,
What?
yeah, like, what are you trying to teach my kids if
That's-
I cannot watch?
that's-
what
It's
they're
my like they're
Yeah,
my
right.
kids in my own
That
house.
sounds to me
You're
like a
gonna tell
teacher
me
who
I
wants to jerk
can't.
off in front of the camera.
Right.
You will not
like, what
monitor
do
so I can show
yeah.
your kids my penis.
Right.
We're gonna watch porn today. But I have a feeling what it is there's some Karens out there who are like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's appropriate to be teaching. I don't want
Right.
to like who are jumping in every 5 seconds.
Oh god.
Like it's like that sign that's at every auto shop, right? Hourly rate $35. If you worked on it first, $135. Right? Or if you watch, $85. If you worked on it first, $135. Right? They don't want you to watch them. They don't want you to just like.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it is.
I
you
would
know?
probably still have to, I mean, I would never sign anything like that. I would still have to, like, you know, you don't know what kind of crap is going to be going or what are they teaching them.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, sometimes you can't get a. I have one kid downstairs, one kid upstairs. Right? So, like, one's downstairs in our dining room because you have to monitor her. So you're walking around, you're going to hear it. Like,
Yeah, you're going to hear
It's
it.
unavoidable.
like right. And there's always problems. Something happens. Because not just sit and watch the Zoom. It's sit in Zoom, now go to Google Docs, open this up. You have to take this. Like, they don't even have it set up for school. So it's like, you have to open this up. You have to drop in a text box to type anything in. Then you have to sign it. Then you have to save it into Google Docs. Then you have to go back into their system, pull it from Google Docs to hand it in. So my kids, like, the first 2 weeks, like, had done all these assignments and, like, they all had to have Fs. I'm like, what do you, we sat here and did
They
the
weren't
assignments.
turned in.
It was right. They saved it on Google Docs, but they didn't go back and, like, they saved it on their system, but they didn't hand it in.
Oh.
So, like, and then
God.
attach it right. So they weren't attaching right to hand it in.
So they got Fs?
yeah, but, well, we fixed it now, right?
Okay.
Well, because I don't put up with that bullshit with the school.
Yeah, for
So-
real.
But it's funny that, like, they weren't even set up for this. They weren't even, like, every time you pull up a worksheet, you can't just type, they don't have it set up so you can just type it in, right? So it's everything's, comes in a PDF rather than
That's
a Word.
frustrating.
So that you have to put text box and text box and text box. So it's so stupid. Like, rather than just have all these worksheets. I know colleges have had this for 20 years,
Yeah.
where you can go online and do a worksheet
Yeah.
and just type it in, click save, and send it right
Yeah,
there.
it can't be that difficult.
Nope, they don't have it. It's like they knew a year ago that they needed this.
Right.
6 months ago, 9 months ago.
And they're not prepared.
No.
Maybe some schools more than others, but
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, can you imagine if this would have happened back in the 80s? Like, when we were there, like, when you do faxing your homework? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Somebody be faxing in their homework.
No, they would.
There would just be no school.
No, they would just tell us to come to school.
Yeah, they
Stop
would.
being-
Yeah,
You
stop
must
being a
come to
bitch.
school. Stop being a bitch. You must come to school.
Yeah.
Just wear a mask. You get a week out of school if you pull
Like-
someone's mask off. Right? It'd be like you have to wear. They would just tell you to come.
Right.
They wouldn't be like, oh my god, don't come. They'd be like, just come to school, get your shots.
Some
No
You know,
bullshit.
it's.
We're running a gym. That's what.
I've been going to the gym. People don't really even wear masks. Like it's like
Gyms?
we're there to be healthy. Like I'm keeping my immune system healthy. Like I don't need to be wearing a mask. Like you
Having a
know,
couple
it's
shots
just
of Jack Daniels?
Well, I'll kill it off, right?
It's actually been kind of nice because it's not as crowded too, so you can just go and get your stuff done and
That's nice.
yeah.
No, but not many people because some people are scared to go
Yeah,
to the
people are
gym.
scared. Yeah.
It's nice. It's like traffic. There's less traffic out there.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
That's what I always hate about being in the gym is like, as soon as January comes, the gym is absolutely insanely
yeah.
packed from January till the middle of March, and then in the middle of March it goes back to normal. You're like,
Yep.
nobody's here.
Yep.
So everybody's with the
Every
New Year's
year.
resolution.
Every
Get this
year.
It lasts for 2.5 months.
Yep.
So like,
Mary, you went past March.
I
You
did
did
it.
it.
what I love is like,
did it.
you know, all the people who work at the gyms are like, they have the meeting in December. You guys get
Yep.
ready, man. Come back.
Oh,
It's gonna be
yeah.
the big time. So when you make all your money
They
for these
make
next
all
2
their
months.
money.
Next 2 months, then it's going to slow down, but you make all your next 2 months. You got to be ready to hammer and close everything
God.
you get, right?
Oh, well, there's like, I'm not going to mention any gym names, but those that offer Donut Fridays or
Oh
pizza.
God.
That sounds great.
I know.
That's my kind of gym.
I don't think they can anymore though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because like my gym, they would normally have like something every month, food
Yeah.
for us and everything. Now they can't have it because of COVID.
There's like
Well,
donut
what they
Fridays,
should do is have Whiskey
Donut
Fridays.
No, there's a gym. They have pizza, donuts.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's not awesome
That's not
because
really a
then
gym.
you're.
That's not a gym.
Then what's the
'Cause
point of the
then
workout?
I'd be looking for the jelly donut. Like, which one's the jelly? There's 2 of them. All right.
Oh yeah, I never got that. Like, don't I want to?
Let me go walk this off.
Right.
Then you sign up. It's like there's donuts there. I'm like, this seems weird. Is this like a trick? Like they're electric shock. Oh, you're at the gym. Put me that donut, right? What the fuck?
I think the new gym should be like Whiskey Fridays,
Yeah, there you
Bloody
go.
Mary Sundays.
I think,
There you go.
I think someone should open up a business, call it the gym or some workout name. There's it's men's only and there's a women's only one side, but it's really not a gym at all. It just says gym. It looks like a gym from the outside, but it's like you go in there, it's just TVs and video games and bullshit
Just
and food.
pretend.
So it's like a bar, but nobody knows it's a bar. But it's like a place just to go.
I'm
hang out
going to the
like,
gym.
Go to the gym.
I'm going to the gym.
No,
Yeah, there
right.
you go.
Then your husband or wife cannot get mad at you, or your girlfriend or boyfriend can't get mad at you.
That's
Like,
clever.
I'm at the gym.
Great.
That is
Now
clever.
somebody's going to open it up.
Right.
Hey,
They're probably not
Trademark
gonna be,
that.
I'll
They're
invest.
not going to be separated. They'll probably be co-ed.
I'll invest. Well, they should have a co-ed section.
Well,
That's what the pool's for.
the pool.
Oh
Cool.
my God, the creepy old men in the hot tub. Oh God, I can't.
Well, it's funny. Like, so the gym. When I was going to the gym, they found I had to put up a sign that said, "If you're standing at the sink, please wear a towel." Because every dude would come up to the sink, just like
Oh,
basically
his
like
junk's
this.
hanging on
it's
the
always
counter.
like just sitting on the counter. I'm like I wash my hands here. I'm like, ugh. And people are brushing their teeth in that same sink, and some dude's schlong was just in the sink. I'm like, half the hair on there is not from people's heads.
That's disgusting.
I'm like, I told my wife,
I
I'm
think
like,
you just built up your immunity to COVID.
there you go.
I'm like, you know who the most naked people in the gym are? I'm like, when I go in there, it's the oldest dude is
Yes!
the most naked.
But
Same
you know
with
what?
the old ladies.
But you know what? Back then, when they used to go to school, like in the 50s,
They were
60s,
naked all the
they
time.
were naked all the time.
Yeah.
They'd go to the gym and go in the
It's
pools
true.
naked.
I was like,
Oh, the pools
They would-
too.
when they used to have pools, they used to go in the pools naked. Didn't
I'm
they?
like-
Really?
I'm like, it's just
Oh, I
funny.
didn't know
Like,
that.
my wife, I think it's bad. She's like, everybody's naked in mine. It's like nobody cares. They just like walk around. She's like, doesn't matter what's up here. It's just like,
Yeah. See, I was never one to really shower at the gym. I'd rather just go home.
Yeah, no.
oh, my gym has decent showers though. Like they're good showers. Hot.
Well, you must have a nice gym.
It was one of the nicer ones.
Yeah.
It's just because the naked guys walking around.
Yeah, that must have been
There's
it.
sex in the steam room though. I've never gone to the steam room again ever.
Ew.
I never thought that was real.
Wait, they caught people?
No, I caught people. So I would go late at night because like I get off work and I go wait till my kids went to bed and I go at night. But it was nice because at night there was nobody there. Like so I could
Yeah.
run through everything I wanted to do. Like I had my little routine machines I went through.
Yeah.
So when I went earlier, there'd always be some douche, especially this guy's like the perfect, like exactly what you expect. Some older dude who's like 55, who's bald, but he's got this grown here, and he had a ponytail in the back.
Oh no.
He had the ponytail, and he
He
said,
sounds like your last boyfriend.
and,
Yeah.
and this is what he would do is like I had my little circuit.
X
I had,
is key.
I had my little circuit I'd follow, but he'd stand there at the machine like, can I do 2 reps, and then just stand there.
Oh yeah.
Was he on
Just
Instagram?
checking out girls.
I'm
Just
like, dude,
yeah.
just move. Just like, can I just do my thing? Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Like for an hour. So I had to like keep on moving. So I'm like, so finally I started going later at night. I'm like, I go through. So I'd go through, do my workout. I'd go downstairs. I'd go in the pool. I'd jump in the hot tub. I'd be by myself. And like one night I was like, I had a cold. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go sit in the steam room for like just 2 minutes, so I can clear this out. And like first
Lo
time,
and
like first time
behold.
going to the steam room, I'm sitting there by myself.
First time.
I'm like, this is so nice. I'm just relaxing. I'm like, I fucking start to feel my sinuses drain. I'm like,
Yeah.
then I hear the noises, and I'm like,
Oh.
No.
Oh my
I'm like,
god. Was it a
not
guy and
really.
a girl at least?
no, like
Two
so,
guys?
So listen, so at first you can't see. It's fucking all just steam.
Ew.
There's nothing. It's a huge plate. Like it's a huge steam room. So I'm just sitting by myself. I'm like, I didn't think anyone else was there. I thought I was by myself. And I hear the noise. I'm like,
So gross.
I'm frozen. I'm like, do I leave and take a chance of bumping into somebody? Like, how do I leave and then they know I'm here? I'm like,
Right.
I'm so awkward. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like I'm leaving. And then I sit there by my locker, like changing, and then Lana comes out, and then the other one was in there counting. He's like, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it's safe. And he walks out like right after. I'm like, never going to steam room after midnight on a Friday.
Oh wow.
That's it. I was like, I just found out the hard way. I'm like, I've
Awkward.
never been again. Yeah, they could have been like, hey,
Yeah.
you want to join? Hey,
You wanna join.
the pitcher, you catcher. I mean, don't leave me sitting there just watching. Like,
Right.
hey, hey. It always reminds me of the line from. I didn't understand what it meant the first time I heard it. Was Full Metal Jacket,
What line?
where he's like, he's on fucking private. What's his name? He's like, it's like. Fucking steers and queers. Like, you're the kind of guy, fucking guy in the ass. Not even you have the goddamn courtesy, give him a reach around. At first, I had no idea what the fuck that
Oh
meant.
yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know what it meant. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like,
Makes
oh, now I get it. I'm like, you can at least offer that if I'm going to be in the steam room. Like, quick reach, If I have to put up with that bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but like when I was in the military, anybody from Texas, you're always thinking the same thing.
Steers and queers.
Steers and queers.
That
Just
movie-
because it's just
That movie permanently made it.
permanently made it in
Yeah.
everybody's head, right?
Yeah.
You ain't got no horns, boy. It's been in songs, it's been in raps now. I've
Yeah.
heard it 1,000 times.
And somebody who, if I remember correctly, we called him Big Country because he was a pretty tall son of a bitch. But he lived in California, like in the city.
Uh-huh.
We're like, well, why do we call him Big Country? Well,
Yeah.
Because from the city.
he's from the city.
There's,
Okay.
There's Texas, he's from
Yep.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right.
There's Kentucky from Ohio.
Yeah. Now, all these guys had these different nicknames. Or
There's Tiny, who's huge, and Huge, who's tiny.
we had one guy. He was from Miami, in basic. We just call him Miami.
That's
What was
what
your
I-
name? Your nickname?
Well, there was two of us from Chicago, so it was just
Shy.
no. I don't think we had any names.
Chicago.
He did just want to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot recall what they were.
Okay.
What are you,
I think
you
we-
testifying before Congress? I do not
Yes,
recall.
I'll take the
I do not
fifth.
recall.
Fifth.
I'll take the fifth.
Did you erase all the emails?
I bleached it with bleach.
I do not recall.
Yes, I took a hammer and smashed them all.
I do not recall.
That's
I
what
do
I
not
did
remember.
with my beeper
Right.
at the time.
Oh,
know.
deeper.
Back in the old days.
Back in the old days, that's right.
Never had one.
Because you're still young.
Yeah.
Were you able to get on Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
anything?
No one
No one?
said anything.
Is anybody on there? 'Cause we'll-
No.
Usually we don't get people till like after.
Cool. Just want to make sure I'm not missing shit.
Anything on Facebook? No.
Jeff is going off.
Jeff is going off. Well, Jeff,
Jeff, you got
keep
free
it
advertising
advertising.
today,
went
so-
into Woodman's and cussed the manager
No,
out.
we cussed the manger out.
Manger.
So he saw the manger and he's like, "That's bullshit. That's a bullshit bed for a baby."
Wait, why did you cuss out the Woodman's guy?
I don't know.
It had to be about a mask.
Was it a mask?
Oh, a mask.
Well, I brought my vehicle in today, and I'm sitting there by myself, 6 feet from everybody else. Had my coffee. Actually, I was drinking tea today, this morning, because the coffee there sucks. I'm not saying because it's not our coffee, but it sucked.
Yeah.
And so I got some Earl Grey tea because I like Earl Grey, and I'm sitting there sipping it. My mask on, off and by my leg. For a half hour, I'm sitting there, and this lady comes up, looks at me. I think she went to another lady who works there and said, "Hey, sir, you need your mask." I go, "Right here." She goes, "Oh, okay."
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
"You gotta have it on." I'm like, "I'm drinking.
Drinking.
I'm drinking, There's a guy over here drinking and eating, and his mask is coming on and off. I'm like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and drink." Just to piss everybody off, I went to get some chips and eat one chip at a time with my mask off, just to,
So absurd.
because Karen.
Karen.
You know, it'd be cool. Like, I don't know why someone hasn't made like
A Karen mask?
really cool masks. They're like
There are some really cool
great.
masks.
So I'm talking like Like you got like a Darth Vader one or a
Or Bane.
Stormtrooper one.
No,
Yeah.
there's been some.
Bane?
There's been some of those.
They have?
Yeah, I've seen them
Do
on.
they make you sound like Bane?
Oh no, it doesn't make you sound like Bane.
You can sound like Darth Vader. Everybody, every store would sound like Darth
Recording
Vader.
of
Like,
James Earl
excuse
Jones.
me, Joe. I need the toilet paper. I would go to the store just to order shit just so I could talk like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Right? I go through
Right.
every drive-through and just be like, Luke, I want the number 3 value meal. I'm not Luke. I don't care. Like, if you got Stormtrooper or Darth Vader, that would be the coolest thing ever. Then I'd more likely to wear a mask.
Yeah, but if you're a stormtrooper, you miss every time.
Yes. But no, not in Star Wars. This accuracy is the work.
Well, no,
Stormtroopers
wouldn't the
are
best
accurate.
one be Captain James T. Kirk with a mask to sound like him? I've ordered a number 4, but
Yes, I like George. The one with the worst is the dudes on with one in the car.
Oh,
I love it. The people in the car,
the car drivers.
all by themselves wearing the mask.
Seriously.
That one makes me laugh. I think that's the funniest thing ever. Yeah,
or the
flag
person
jacket.
walking by himself
Yeah, outside.
outside with a mask on. And I'm
Because
like,
that's real healthy for you.
Listen, the funny thing is, if those people think it's airborne, guess what? You get it in your house too. Then air's not like, oh, we don't go into houses. It was like right after 9/11, when all 9/11 shit went off. My one manager at work, he's like, she's like, did you go to the store and get the duct tape and the plastic? I'm like, I started laughing. I'm like, for what? Because there's shit's going on. Like, I'm like, and what do you think the duct tape and plastic's gonna do? It's like, we gotta like seal up the house. I'm like, listen to what you're fucking saying. If you could seal up your house with duct tape and plastic, so let's say it works. Let's say it works. So you and your wife are gonna sit in your house and you're gonna breathe a bunch of carbon dioxide out. So how much oxygen do you have? Do you have a bunch of oxygen tanks in your house? So you're gonna seal out carbon, so you're gonna be dead anyways. I'm like, what the? Are you stupid? I'm like, what are you sealing? What do you think you're sealing out? I'm like, it's just the sheer stupidity and panic. The same thing as with COVID now. It's the sheer stupidity and panic. And people lose logic. I'm like, they lose logic. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's
Panic.
airborne. It's airborne. So if I wear a mask when I go outside, I can't catch it. There's air coming in your house all day long.
Right.
Bacteria can get through the cracks in your house and get down the chimney and get down the vent for your dryer. Like, people are ignorant about stuff.
well, that's why I use a HEPA filter at home.
Right.
I'm not.
Drew says, do you ever remember your mask but go to check out and realize you forgot your wallet? Yep,
All the
I've done
time.
that. I'm so worried about my mask that my wallet's sitting on my seat in my car because I got the mask there. And I walk in, I'm like, but I've walked up to the door so many times without my mask.
Yeah, I've
I'm like,
done that.
shit.
That's because my wallet is
All,
Oh,
always.
yeah.
all the way back. I was like, fuck. I hate
Yeah,
that.
I got my wallet, my purse, but yeah, like I'm always forgetting my mask all the time. Then you
You
gotta
just
go
walk
back.
in there with your, hey, how you doing?
I've done it before.
Yeah, I've done that.
I've done
Yeah.
it with the shirt,
Yeah.
like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like hi.
Yeah, right.
I come to rob you.
Everything up there. What's funny is that you have to walk into a bank now. You have to have a mask on.
I know,
That's the funny thing ever.
right?
I'm like, how is every bank not being robbed
I
right now?
know, it would be so easy.
Like, how's every bank not just being
Well,
completely
because you
robbed?
have to make an
You have to make
appointment
an appointment.
to rob the bank.
Gotta make, to rob the
Gotta
bank.
make an appointment to rob the bank.
Did you want to
That's-
open an account? No, I'm just here to rob
Rob
you.
the bank,
The
yes.
doors are locked unless I make an appointment. So
So yes, I'll
6
get
feet.
it.
you have my name, right? So you have my name and you know who I am. So do you want to just move some money over to my account and then I can come back later and withdraw it? Is that still robbery then?
Well, wouldn't you just, if you want to do that, you give them a false name, tell them to open it up, then go in there because there's hardly anybody in those banks.
So can you walk into a police station with a mask on now?
Well,
You would have to, right?
No.
What if you want to go in to report a crime?
and you're the criminal.
Do you walk in with a mask on?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I want to report a crime, and it's happening over there, and then commit crime in a different place.
I don't want to give any ideas, but
Yeah, I know,
If
but
people who hate police, like that's the best way. You walk in with a mask.
Right.
You're like, I'm here to report a crime, and then they're gonna let you in with a mask on,
Right.
and you just kill
What
everybody.
are you going to do? Rob the police station? You know you got double doors, right? Before you get in, there's another door that blocks because you have to talk to the lady up there, which is behind bulletproof glass. So it wouldn't work. I don't think.
Jeff wants you to tell a story of Drew and him cussing out a manager at Hy-Vee.
I don't know that story.
Oh. And Drew says he likes to wait in line outside without asking if this is the line for the giant drop.
I like to wait in line.
Wait in line outside and keep asking if it's the line for the giant drop. That's awesome. Oh, Drew says yes, but your eyes get scanned. I'm gonna start doing that now. Is this the line for the giant drop, or?
That's funny.
I keep wanting to go up there. I'm like, oh, I cannot believe, like, where were we at someplace? And I'm like, I don't know, just to be an ass on the way. I'm like, I can't believe they're out of this already. Like, we knew everybody was waiting for. I'm like, cannot believe they're out of that already. People in line are like, wait, what?
Oh, at the beginning?
Yeah, like,
yeah.
they're like, I'm like, I
it's so
cannot believe they're out of
annoying.
toilet paper. Like, there's a whole stack of like, I cannot believe they're out of toilet paper already. But sorry, like, they're out of toilet paper. They're out of toilet paper.
Right.
They're out of toilet paper. They start getting online and like, they're toilet paper. I'm like,
Wasn't it another scare of a run on toilet paper again?
there always will be.
It's so stupid.
Oh.
Because as soon as anybody sneezes, I'm gonna get all the toilet paper because the election. Guys buy toilet paper because there's an election coming.
Well, because it's cheaper than buying tissue paper, because you can roll it up and blow your nose. That's because it is cheaper.
Then using what?
Tissue paper.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
You carry like 2 or 3 packs in your car, one on your cargo pocket.
So, do you guys think like after the election things will go back to normal?
No, it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse?
Yeah, because no matter which side wins, there's gonna be a massive uproar on each side.
Yeah.
Can we just do without the damn masks, please?
Well, if the other side wins, you have to wear masks 24 hours a day, even when you're sleeping in your own house. That's what they said. That's what they want, a mask mandate.
Yeah.
It says you have to wear a
Biden.
mask
Yeah.
all the time.
Which
It's like,
cannot
so,
be
so if
implemented.
I'm sitting in my
I
office,
can't.
if I'm sitting by my office,
good.
well, who's gonna enforce it?
Right. True. True.
So like, if you're sitting in your office alone, you have to wear your mask. Like,
Karen will enforce it.
Karen.
dude,
Karen
so-
and Ken.
yes.
Is there,
Oh,
is,
no, I like Ken. Like Barbie and Ken. We
well,
didn't-
what do they call them? The guys who do it?
Kens now.
Really?
Is it
Yeah,
Kens?
the Kens,
It
the
is.
Kens that are Karens.
Okay.
Because, they're smooth down there.
Okay. Oh yeah, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
That's why you
that
like
makes
them?
sense. Okay. No, I don't like the Kens.
I don't want to give my Barbie collection.
I like G.I. Joe. Okay.
All right. She's a big hawk. Who's one of the characters?
From G.I. Joe.
Yeah. There's
Snake Eyes. That's the only one.
Yeah, I remember Snake Eyes.
That's the one everybody knows because that's the only
Destro.
character name. I don't know. It's funny though. Like I love that the
Cobra.
internet's brought attention to Karens because they've always been there.
Yeah.
They didn't just all of a sudden pop up in the last
Right.
year. They've always been there, but now they get recorded and shown to the world. I love that. I love that there's some empowerment against that.
But there's like Karens and Kens on both sides.
Yeah. But they're always.
So.
But there's always Karens who got away with it, right? They got away with it and just being that horrendous bitch. So
Yeah.
but now they get to go online. They're like, now you get to embarrass them. So that's their penalty for being that Karen is it goes online and everybody gets to see who they are.
Yeah. Like,
Well, if you watch a lot of the internet, like, can 2020 get any worse? I'm
can.
like, yeah, it can. I mean, we can all die. It
Right.
can get much worse than that. I mean, it's just life.
Yes, our big hardship is we have to stay inside and wear masks for a little bit. So think about the fucking depression. Like there was no food, no jobs,
yeah.
no nothing. You couldn't do anything. So it's
It'd be
like,
a lot worse.
so think how miserable. And like that's just here. Like here's always been easy, right? No matter how bad it is here, every other country, some other country somewhere that has it incredibly miserable and what life
Much.
is actually miserable.
Right.
We're not starving in the streets. We're not in dirt roads. We're not plagued with every disease known to man. Dude, you can't sleep in Africa because of mosquitoes bite you and you get malaria. It's happening here in Michigan, but
I wish some of these
But-
stuck-up kids nowadays would realize that. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, fuck America! I hate America!" Like, go to a different country and then come back and tell me you
Right.
still hate it.
right. I want them to go
Well-
live. That's just ignorance of never been anywhere. I've never done anything.
Yeah.
have
Or
no idea
if
where
they
life
have
is.
been someplace, it's someplace touristy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That like
they went to Switzerland on a ski trip.
well, or
Chalet.
you've gone down to Mexico at one of the resorts.
It's
You
Right.
don't
five-star
did you
resort.
live in
Oh,
you know
I've been to Mexico
Yeah.
at the resort.
at the resort?
Right. I've never worked a day in their life. I have
No.
no idea what real anything is. Never suffered. Never been
No.
without.
Right.
Right. Until you've been dirt poor, you don't know shit. And even dirt poor here is not dirt poor.
Right.
Right? You've never actually. No one's here.
My poor has not been that.
no one's
poor
here is
either.
probably.
Yeah.
No one here really knows what starving is.
Right.
Think how many times a day, how many times in a month you say I'm starving, which means I haven't eaten in the last 3 hours.
But there are some people that
sure.
they're starving, they're
Sure.
homeless.
Right. But even here, even the starving who are homeless, they still get a chance to eat.
Correct. There are places-
Most eat
lot
once.
of food banks.
Most eat at least once or twice a week. Right. Worst case scenario, you eat once or twice a week, which is pretty rough. But in other countries, people who don't eat for 2 and
Weeks.
3 and 4 and 5
Eat
weeks.
Clay and
Right. They're
What?
eating grass.
Right.
North Korea, they're eating grass. They're eating grass
If
because
there's any
no other
grass
food.
there,
For $6 a day, you can support an American. Is that what a 6-pack of Stroh's is going for now? That's from Drew Contra.
Oh my god, that's funny, Drew.
If that's a 6-pack, that would support me.
Well, if it was Guinness, because Guinness has a lot of minerals in it, so it helps support your
Ew.
system.
It's thick.
Oh, I love.
I don't like Guinness.
No?
No.
Oh, I do. I
You like
like
it
Guinness. That's right.
Thick and hard to swallow. That's what it's called.
Well, that was my nickname in high school.
Yeah.
So
No, that was
That was it, huh?
That was thin and doesn't last long.
Oh, burn.
oh damn! I thought that was your nickname.
Go to Jeff's site, beamt.com.
Okay.
And Jeff, you have to promote us too, since you came here for free publicity.
Right?
Dumbbell coffee all over the place. You should make us a shirt, Jeff.
Mimi tea. Meme tea.
Is it meme or Mimi?
Meme tea or Mimi?
Is it? How do you pronounce it? Is it meme or Mimi? I mean, either
Are
way,
you friends with him?
but that's where it came from.
It's
Mimi.
meme. It's meme. But I like Mimi.
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 Mimi. That's like. Is that when you take a selfie? A Mimi?
A meme.
No. How's a Mimi not a selfie? Instead of
It-
selfie,
oh
why
yeah,
is
it
it a
could
Mimi?
be.
Look, it's a Mimi.
Like a
Take
2-year-old.
Get in here, take a Mimi. It's all about me. It's all social media. It's all about me. Hey.
Alright. Let's see what they got here.
They said it'll be up in a week.
Sending.
I love Mimi.
The Gummy coffee stuff you're sharing, Jeff? Since we're promoting the hell out of you today?
I don't even know if this is the right.
Where's he located at?
Omar, you missed everything.
Omar.
You missed the topless part. Sal was completely topless early
Yeah.
in the show. I was bottomless. Together we made a person. Changing Ryan's privates at Barry.
I'm gonna have him send me a text because I can't find it.
Oh,
She is partially blonde. That's dyed.
That's artificial intelligence. Isn't that what they've been talking about now?
AI.
AI?
Yeah.
AI is when a blonde goes to the salon and gets her hair dyed. It's artificial intelligence. Now, do you dye your roots dark? Is that how it works?
No, I actually don't dye my hair. I just put some lightener in it.
Lightener.
Yeah, like the sunbomb stuff. You know, like it has like the lemon juice in it and stuff.
Can you use lemon juice?
I don't think it works as well.
That makes your hair like white.
Yeah.
That's good.
You
That's
had it
cool.
white.
I have had
Yeah.
it white. It was so ugly. It was so
This is
fried.
this is all lemon juice. Most of this is lemon juice. My hair is very dark brown. Most of this is lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Yeah, I work at a lemonade factory right out here.
This is from kids. Yes, kids.
There we go.
Lemon juice.
See what it was? I think we're almost at the end now. 'Cause I
Oh
know-
yeah!
I know
Oh
we're
yeah!
done.
Wow!
I know we're done on Instagram.
Oh my god.
Instagram's over, but okay, we're gonna do a quick.
Want to win a bag of coffee? Get a choice. A bag of coffee, sticker.
Tell us what you want. Bag of coffee, a sticker. When was the Air Force created?
When was it separated from the Army, you mean?
The Army Air Corps. Yes.
When
When
did
did
it
the
become its
Army Air
own
Corps
branch?
become the Air Force? And it just happened recently. You get a free bag if you get the right answer.
Yep. Answer now.
You
Put your answer
got-
on Facebook.
You got less than 5 minutes.
Tick, tick, tick. If we don't have an answer, we just look into next week.
That's right.
Who's coming on next week?
We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
Someone
If you like it, you
entertaining.
can always be our
Someone
special
entertaining who's good at
guest.
social
Oh,
media.
You
thank
can always
you.
come here and support.
Hopefully it's someone who's good at social media.
Yeah.
As opposed to this way. I mean, this is okay.
Maybe you should become our brand ambassador.
Yeah, hey.
You know, do some shout outs for
I can
us.
do that.
Come on our show every so often, help support with other guests because we're two ugly guys.
One ugly guy. He's not bad.
I'm just an old fucker.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit, he was in Numb. Every show someone comes up and they're like, you were in Numb?
Really?
Every show.
No way.
I get one person that always says that.
Because of the.
You were in Vietnam? I'm like, yep.
I was created during Vietnam,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
You do not look
I mean,
that old.
I'm not saying I discourage it. I may encourage it sometimes. I may be like, hey, ask him where he was stationed in Nam. I'm like, Grandpa, where were we at in Nam?
and I'm not paying attention, so I already seem like I'm
Right.
old and senile.
Right. So my dad was in Nam. My dad would be 44, 26, 76 this year. Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
He's 76. So they think he's 76.
Yeah, it's just because of the.
He's old. Because he's old.
The goatee.
The goatee plus
Yeah.
the black hat.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah,
Looks like a guy
true.
over in the parking lot that you've been wearing since Vietnam.
it's my trucker cap.
It looks like it needs to be like, you can wash those every once in a while.
I do wash it every once in a while.
Right, that's the problem.
Damn.
It just looks worn. You just gotta get a new hat every once in a while.
Because I don't like getting new hats. This is fitted. This is broken in.
I feel the same way about underwear.
Oh,
First
ew.
you're-
You got to wait till they get
at
holes
first
in them
you're
that are ripping
restricted,
apart.
Then they become a part of you.
Yes. You wait till they have the bigger hole in the backside.
Well, once the
rip apart.
elastic wears out, they're nice and comfy. They don't pinch anymore. Though. I mean, yeah, your schlong hangs down and your balls bounce around, but so much more comfortable.
All right. Anybody win?
Mary, can we some brisket? Where?
Brisket.
I want some brisket. We're just watching a
Well, we're
barbecue
watching a show about brisket.
Really? Yeah,
Texas.
this guy's smoking a brisket today. I'm pretty excited.
Well, I guess we're
He
going
he
for
said
dinner
it won't
tonight.
be. He said it won't be done till like 10 o'clock.
So
Yeah,
we're going to
probably.
Drew's house.
Yeah. Drew, we're coming over.
You
Is
using
that
Apple?
where you going
Are you using
tonight?
Apple?
Yeah.
We're just watching a whole show
So-
about brisket. We're both like,
So she
man,
will
that's some
not
good brisket.
be available tomorrow. She'll be in recovery.
No.
Betty Ford, she's right here. She'll be in recovery.
Let me help get 1 million viewers. Yeah, Jeff, do that.
You got 1 million viewers. Holy shit.
10 pounds, boys. Oh,
10
10
pounds?
pounds of
10
brisket.
pounds of brisket? Yes.
That was my nickname in high school too. 10 pounds of brisket.
No, 10 pounds of boys. It says 10 pounds of boys. That was your nickname. He
Yeah.
knows you. Drew, you know Sal? 10 pounds of boys. That's what it says right here. So, yep, that's what he kept in the back of the van.
And I drove a Skylark. 69 Skylark. That was a very nice car.
It was a 1972 car, but that's just what they called it.
Yeah.
69 car. That's what you had to do to get in and get a ride. If you were a boy.
Hey, I used to charge my friends some money to go
That's right.
places.
Gas, grass, or penis.
That was in
Right,
his
free.
car. That was his bumper sticker in the back.
It was. My
All
father said
right.
it's not gay if you get $20.
All right, since nobody's won.
Don't answer. He gets pushed to next week. 2 bags next week. Woohoo.
Woohoo, next week, stay tuned. We'll
Thank you all for joining us.
We'll figure out what our next guest is and notify you guys on Facebook, Instagram, whatever else we do on social media.
Thank you guys again for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to Mary.
Yeah,
She did an
it's
awesome
fun.
job today. Go follow her. Do you want to give
Do you have
your
anything?
Instagram? Do you have, what's your Instagram? handle?
It is
Your
Mare.
five
Mare.
crazy people following you?
I don't really care on Instagram, just
Okay.
pictures.
Then why do you have a private account? Boom.
Oh! Mare Bear 616.
She's not trying to become an Instagram influencer.
I'm really not.
She will after this now.
Maybe.
Jeff says he's the next guest. Maybe Jeff.
Jeff, oh boy.
you
you
bring-
would be a fun one to have.
If you bring awesome gun barrel stuff, maybe. You got big shout outs now, so maybe we work that
Oh,
out.
he's talking about his 69 Barracuda car.
Nice.
Ah.
He's got, yeah,
Yes.
it's nice.
Bring it down. Show it to us at the
Yeah.
shop. Come down and visit us in Batavia.
Yeah, come on down.
Awesome, guys.
All right.
Cool.
We'll see you next week.
See you
Peace
next
out.
week. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And we're
That's a wrap.
We're not live. Done.
Nice.
Hold on.
there. Now if we say something, we can get in trouble.
Ah, you can, hold on. Not, no, not yet.